9 years ago, I was sentenced for a crime I never committed. As the prison gates closed behind me, my business partner smiled in the courtroom. Within months, he took control of my $42 million company, married my wife, and erased every trace of my existence. They thought prison had buried me forever. They never imagined I had left behind one secret file, one trusted lawyer, and one plan that would destroy everything they stole. The day I walked free, I made one quiet phone call. 10 days later, their empire collapsed. The courtroom applauded when the verdict was announced. I stood there in disbelief while my business partner pretended to wipe tears from his eyes. He promised everyone he would protect the company until I returned. Even my wife hugged him before looking away from me. I knew something felt wrong, but no one believed an accused man. Prison changes people. Every birthday, every holiday, every lonely night reminded me that my entire life had been stolen. I received divorce papers during my second year behind bars. 6 months later, I learned my former wife had married my old partner. The newspapers called them the city's most powerful business couple. They renamed my company, removed my photographs, and even claimed I had built my fortune through fraud. But they overlooked one thing. Before my arrest, I had secretly instructed my lawyer never to open a sealed package unless I was imprisoned for more than 5 years. Inside were original contracts, financial records, encrypted hard drives, and signed statements proving that every major company asset legally belonged to me through a trust they never discovered. I waited. I never complained. I never fought publicly. I simply counted the days. Exactly 9 years later, new forensic evidence exposed that critical documents used against me had been forged. My conviction was overturned. The prison gates opened, but instead of celebrating, I quietly met my lawyer. He smiled and slid one folder across the table. It's time! Within 24 hours, lawsuits were filed across multiple courts. Emergency injunctions froze company bank accounts. Investors discovered the current executives had hidden millions through fake consulting companies. Government investigators arrived without warning. The media exploded. Reporters who once called me a criminal now chased me for interviews. My former partner insisted he was innocent, but every lie uncovered another lie. Emails, signatures, offshore transfers, and deleted messages were recovered from old servers. Then came the biggest shock. The board of directors learned the company could legally return to its original owner because the transfer had relied on fraudulent documents connected to my conviction. Overnight, they voted to remove him as CEO. His security badge stopped working before lunch. My former wife rushed to the courthouse claiming she deserved part of the fortune. The judge reviewed the evidence and ruled that nearly everything acquired through the fraudulent takeover would be seized. While investigations continued, luxury homes were frozen. Sports cars disappeared. Private accounts were locked. Friends vanished overnight. The same people who once ignored my calls now begged for meetings. I refused every interview until the final hearing. Months later, the court officially declared me innocent and awarded massive financial compensation for my wrongful imprisonment. My company returned under my control, stronger than before. Thousands of employees kept their jobs because I chose rebuilding over revenge. As for the people who betrayed me, they spent years fighting criminal charges, instead of enjoying the fortune they thought they had stolen forever. I learned that revenge doesn't always come through anger. Sometimes it comes through patience, truth, and perfect timing. When I entered prison, they celebrated my downfall. When I walked out, they watched everything they stole disappear piece by piece. Money can be stolen. Love can be betrayed. A reputation can be destroyed. But the truth has one powerful habit. It always returns. And when it does, no amount of wealth or lies can stop justice from collecting every debt.